Today I will discuss about the mole concept. First thing is, what is mole? Mole is counting unit of amount of substance. What is the substance? Substance is a form of matter. Now the question arises, what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass, volume, and offers resistance. Matter has mass. Why the matter has mass? Matter has mass due to tiny particles. What is mass? Mass is the amount of matter in a body. We can classify the mass into 6 parts. First one is atomic mass. The second one is molecular mass. The third is formula mass. The fourth one is average atomic mass. Fifth is average molecular mass. And the sixth is equivalent mass. Now I will discuss these masses one by one. The first one is atomic mass. As its name indicates, it is the mass of one atom of an element. Atomic mass is the mass of one atom of an element. Suppose there are three elements A, B and C. The atomic mass of A element is 1.2 into 10 raised to the minus 24 gram. And the atomic mass of B element is 2.4 into 10 raised to the power minus 24 gram. And the atomic mass of C element is 4.8 into 10 raised to the power minus 24 gram. It is very difficult to remember these masses, so we have to convert these values into a simple value. So we can choose a reference. Suppose I select this value as reference, then I divide this value by 1.2 into 10 raised to the minus 24 gram. This value is also divided by 1.2 into 10 raised to the minus 24 gram, and this is also divided by 1.2 into 10 raised to the minus 24 gram. Then it is converted into simple ratio 1, it is converted into 2, and it is 4. Thus we can remember these values easily. So we have to choose a reference to remember these values easily. We have 118 elements in our periodic table, and their masses is in these forms. So we have to choose a reference to remember these values. The first scientist was William Proust, who used hydrogen as reference, but it was not appropriate. So after that, the scientist came that was Ostwald, and he used oxygen as reference, but it was also not appropriate. So it was rejected, and in present time we use the mass of carbon as a reference. In present time we use a reference is 1 by 12 of mass of one atom of C12. The mass of one atom of C12 is 1.99 into 10 raised to the minus 23 gram. So the reference is 1.99 into 10 raised to the minus 23 upon 12. It is equal to 1.66 into 10 raised to the power minus 24 gram, and it is 1 AMU or 1 U. AMU is the atomic mass unit and the U is unified mass. The first one is relative atomic mass. Relative atomic mass is equal to mass of one atom of an element upon 1 by 12 of mass of one atom of C12. The formula indicates that relative atomic mass is unitless because the unit of mass is gram, and it will cancel out. If we say oxygen atomic mass is 16, it means that it is 16 times heavier than 1 by 12 of mass of one atom of C12. We can define the relative atomic mass as number of times heavier than 1 by 12th of mass of one atom of C12. The next is absolute atomic mass. Absolute atomic mass is the actual mass of one atom of an element. The formula for relative atomic mass is absolute atomic mass upon 1 AMU. It is absolute atomic mass, means actual mass of one atom of an element. we can say from this absolute atomic mass is equal to the relative atomic mass into 1 mu. It indicates that unit of absolute atomic mass is AMU and relative atomic mass is just a numerical value. If we say the oxygen's mass is 16 mu, it indicates that it is the absolute atomic mass of oxygen. It is absolute atomic mass of oxygen. The third one is gram atomic mass. If relative atomic mass is expressed in grams, then it is known as gram atomic mass. If relative atomic mass is expressed in gram, then it is known as gram atomic mass. Like oxygen, it is written as 16 gram, means it is the gram atomic mass of oxygen. The unit of gram atomic mass is gram. Suppose there is an element E and its absolute atomic mass is x mu, means it will be equal to x into 1.66 into 10 raised to the power minus 24 gram. Absolute atomic mass is the mass of one atom, so we can say that x into 1.66 into 10 raised to the power minus 24 gram is the mass of one atom. So if we take x gram, means gram atomic mass is the mass of 1 upon x into 1.66 into 10 raised to the power minus 24 into x by unitary method, simple. Now if we solve this, it will be equal to 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23, means the gram atomic mass represents 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23 atoms, and it is termed as Avogadro number or Na. Now the second mass was molecular mass. Molecular mass, it can be divided into three types: relative molecular mass, second is absolute molecular mass, and the third is gram molecular mass. The first one is relative molecular mass. Relative molecular mass, it will be equal to the mass of one molecule of substance upon 1 by 12 into mass of one atom of C12. The reference is still same as I indicate in the absolute molecular mass. The second mass is absolute molecular mass. Absolute molecular mass is the mass of is the actual mass of one molecule of substance. It is equivalent to gram atomic mass. It is equivalent to absolute atomic mass. If molecular mass is expressed in grams, then it is known as gram molecular mass. If relative molecular mass if relative molecular mass is expressed in grams, then it is known as gram molecular mass. Like 32 gram oxygen, it is gram molecular mass of oxygen. If we are saying that the 32 mu oxygen, it is the absolute molecular mass of oxygen. And if we say simple 32 O2 means it is the relative molecular mass of oxygen. Now the third one is formula mass. It is defined for ionic compounds because in ionic compounds a single molecule existence is not possible. Like if we take the example of NaCl, means there will be the Na plus and Cl minus. This Na plus is surrounded by 6 Cl minus, and this Cl minus is surrounded by Na plus, and this is continuously running, but number of Na plus and Cl minus will be equal because the overall molecule is neutral. So we can say that its single unit is Na plus Cl minus and multiplied by N. If we calculate the formula of Na plus Cl minus from Na plus and Cl minus N, it is not possible. The value of N is unknown. So we write simple NaCl, and if we calculate the mass, it is known as formula mass because the mass of Na plus is equivalent to Na because there is a difference of only electron, and the mass of electron is considered negligible. So the mass of Na plus is equal to the Na, and Cl minus is has equivalent mass to chlorine atom. And if we calculate the mass of sodium, that is 23, and if we calculate the mass of Cl chlorine, that is 35.5, it will be equal to 58.5 mu. It is the formula mass of ionic compound or NaCl.